YouTube? How we doing? This is going to be a short video on how I clean some of my Spincast reels, more specifically the Pflueger Trion. This is one of my trout fishing Spincast reels, ultralight. It's a Pflueger Trion 5-ball bearing Spincast reel. I normally use 2 to 4 pound test and an ultralight rod and a stiff ultralight rod when I am fishing small baits for trout in rivers. So basically, this reel is about 3 or 4 years old. There's some dings and scratches on it, but still looks pretty good. At least once, maybe twice a year, I'll break it apart and clean it, and this is what I'll do. I'll try to make it quick as well. Remove the bell. Check the inside of the bell there. There's a little bit of dirt and debris and stuff in there. Then check the spindle. Now we want to bring it all the way out to where it gets to its highest point. Now see, it's about to go back in. So I want to bring it back out to its highest point. There we go. Alright, there is a little bit of crud built up right there, and that's what we're after. We're trying to get rid of that stuff. Okay. You want to remove as much as that as you can. Now, basically, there's 2 lubricants that I will use on my reels. Generally, when I buy them new, and do this for the first time, I'll put a thicker, like a silicone reel lube in there, and it's thicker, more gelatinous. You know, it lasts a long time, but it'll get dirt and grime in it and kind of thicken up, and over time it'll lose some of its moisture, and it will cause the reel to slow down a little bit. Oh, also before we do this, we'll do a performance check before and after. There we go. Put that back on there. I don't know, so we got about 9 or 10 rotations there. Alright, not one of the smoothest of reels or Pfluegers that I have, but you know, it's still pretty smooth. So we're going to see if we can't get it any better. And this particular one, I think that I've used a little bit of too much of this silicone or silicone reel lube, and the bearings are packed up. But there's a way around that. Okay, so we've gone in, we've brushed out some of the grime there on the spindle. Get it one more good time. Alright, so we want to bring it out to its furthest point again, which is right there. Oops. And then this is where I'll use gun cleaner. This is cleaner lubricant preservative. It's a break-free type oil. And I will put it right at the base of the spindle. Now it's very different than the silicote that I've used before. Now the spindle is at its peak, and then as you reel, it'll pull that oil down into the reel. You want to do it both ways a few times. And the significance of this break-free gun cleaning lubricant is it works its way into the silicone lube that I've used before. So as it thickens up and it loses some moisture over the years, gets a little dirt in it, it'll slow down. Well, this break free will help. If there's too much in there, it'll help it work its way out. Like, I don't know if you can see, but there's already a little bit kind of working its way back out of there. So yeah, I did use too much before. So break free is a good way to just kind of balance out the reel. And this is already going to perform a lot better. Alright, so now once we worked into the spindle there, we'll take off the handle. And you want to put a little bit of the break free on the inside of both sides. There and there. And as you spin it, this will spin as well too to work that break free in. It's making a big difference. Okay, thin out some of that lube that's working its way out, and after you put in the break free and spin it a little bit, some of the gunky stuff will start working its way out through the cracks. And you can get it just a toothbrush or a little rag and just kind of get some of that stuff out of there. So we'll do the other side, same way. A little bit there and a little bit there. And a few spins. Oh yeah, and if you see it's just working its way on out. There's a lot in there. Yeah, I gunked this one up pretty good last time I lubed it. A little bit more of that break free. Kind of dab out the excess a little bit, and we're ready to put it back together. And I think we'll see a big difference in how loose this reel is. That's right, guys, I am a lefty, so I put the reel back together backwards as far as you right-handed guys go. Alright, so we got about 8, 9, 10 spins off the spin test before. Looks like we got about 12 to 14 that time. A lot looser than it was. And that's how it's done, guys. That's how you take a reel and you keep it in good shape for a long, long time. I mean, this is nice and broken in, and it's probably running better now than it was than the day I brought it home. Definitely better now than it was last year, because I took a lot of that thicker silicote out. But that's how you take care of your reels. And the longer you have them, the more they'll get broken in, and the better they'll get. Like a fine line. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you got any questions or comments, let me know, and please feel free to subscribe. Y'all have a good night.